Section 117, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution provides that every citizen of Nigeria who has attained the age of 18 years residing in Nigeria at the time of the registration of voters for purposes of election to any legislative house shall be entitled to be registered as a voter for that election. This also entails being a part of the electoral process each free without being disenfranchised. This is not the case for some persons living with disabilities. Majority either find it difficult to access polling units or even be a part of the electoral process. This is the experience of over 25 million Nigerians with at least one form of disability or the other. Article 29 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, as well as Section 29 of Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act 2018, put that everyone, including persons living with disabilities, have the right to vote. According to the Nigeria's electoral umpire, the Independent National Electoral Commission, about 85,362 persons with disabilities were registered to vote in 2023 elections. The cumulative figure of the recent continuous voter registration from June 2021 to July 2022 shows that there are 21,150 persons with albinism, 13,387 with physical impairment, and 8,103 with blindness. Those with learning or cognitive disabilities are 1,719, deafness 6,159, physical impediment 13,387, Down syndrome 660, little stature 2,288, while spinal cord injury with others at 27,636. There are provisions by Section 54 of the Electoral Act 2022 for persons with disabilities. Consequently, to provide a legal framework, President Muhammadu Buhari signed the long-awaited Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law in February 2022, with consideration for persons with disabilities in Section 54 for unhindered participation.
Nigeria has some of the best laws and policies in the world. And yet, what's our problem? It is where it comes to the people, where people meet policy, and that's implementation. And I'm glad today that the issues and concerns of persons with disability is gaining traction.
It's important that we also sensitize them, that they also have a right to vote and also a right to determine who will be their leaders.
What can be done to change this narrative? After all, they are Nigerians who deserve to be a part of the electoral process.
The personnel they are training, let them give them training to look around. Immediately they get to there, or the people lining up or surrounding there, they should look around. Anytime they might see people like that, so they will attend to them.
If there can be provision for people with disability to update their PVC, it will be very easy for them to go and vote. They want to vote, we want to vote, we want to be part of the election.
We employ my fellow physically challenged person to register very near where they stay.
Concerning the assistive devices being available at polling units, that is why we encourage persons with disabilities to go and register, and when they register, they should indicate their type of disability, because it is that data that INEC will use to plan.
Creating an enabling environment will not only bring about better quality of life for persons with disabilities, it will allow for greater inclusion and participation in Nigeria's electoral and governance processes, thereby meeting the 2030 agenda for sustainable development.